What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Game Informer's Replay. I am Andrew Reiner. We're going all the way back to Replay's origins. The first episode ever was Twisted Metal 1 through 4. We're playing Twisted Metal Small Brawl.
Oh.
That's Ben Hanson.
Hello, everybody.
We got Kyle Hilliard.
Hi.
Kyle, did you watch that original episode?
I've started it.
Okay.
Probably.
I watched
It's been
it
a while.
day it aired from my home.
It was in my research for when I was, coming on to maybe get a
I'm
job
a real
here.
fan, Reiner.
Yeah, I didn't realize you weren't here yet.
I wasn't.
I know someone else who wasn't here. That's Leo Vader.
What's replay?
But there's a reason we're doing this. Kyle, you can get the show underway here.
I'm going to press a button.
This is the end of the season of Replay. Actually, of Replay Phase 1.
What?
We're moving into Replay Phase 2. We're the only ones out there using phase terminology.
Really smart. It's spelled with an F.
It's cool that we invented
That's right.
it.
We're partnering with FaZe Clan.
Incog Inc.
Cogging.
Here it is.
This is like a French film, like presentation starting up goddamn Small Brawl.
Are you like a big fan of this, Hanson? You like
I
the
love Twisted Metal, but
Metal.
I've never seen Small Brawl.
Oh, Sid from
Hold
Toy
on, we're
Story.
getting some hot lore.
Oh, jeez.
Is that Sweet Tooth?
That's Baby Sweet Tooth?
I think it might be. Is that the frog in human form?
Yeah, what is... That was a weird transition.
I get it.
Oh, if we're not...
This really
No,
is a
no.
French art film. oh, good job. It got us.
Let's
It got
go.
us.
This seems
Hey.
like a cork jam, right?
That's true. He's obsessed with being small and murdering people.
And clowns.
This is excellent.
Well, we have time for a 20-second intro. How much can we pack into it? We really want to introduce our main characters.
Are we
Now-
going 2 or are we just going
Let's
1?
start with
go
one.
Okay.
So if you're looking at the video, you're probably already freaking out because it's a lot shorter than every episode of Replay. That is not what Phase 2 is about. Actually, Phase 2 could be considerably longer than this.
Interesting.
So moving forward, Replay is now going to be a live show.
There we go, baby!
Oh, that's big news.
And the whole reason we're doing that is because of you, the community. You've asked for more interaction, and we figured this show's all about you anyway. So let's celebrate that. Let's do it up in the biggest way possible. Let's have you be part of the show as we go through games. And the one thing I know you're going to like to hear is most episodes might be around an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But if we really like what we're playing,
Like this.
and if we have time,
yeah.
That's fun.
we could maybe super replay it in that episode of Replay. So you're not going to see the name Super Replay anymore. It'll still be under the Replay banner, but it could be a complete game playthrough. So that episode could maybe be 3 hours, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I don't got anything going on Fridays, and we hope you don't either.
No, nobody does anything on Friday.
Yeah.
I want to go over there.
Or just coming back the next week and continuing it
Exactly.
Yeah,
So there
I
is a
like that
chance that we might have continuations as we move on in Phase 2 of Replay. And but again, it is all about the community. We will have a chat set up. You'll be able to interact. We're going to focus on the show as much as we can to keep it pure and true Replay. But there will be times where we're kind of breaking free from that to address questions and interact in different ways.
But now live, you can tell us to shut up during cutscenes.
Exactly.
Or, what are you
Exactly.
guys doing? Take a left at this intersection, you idiots.
You can actually help us get through games, which we struggle with, as you could tell.
Yeah.
Or you can say, play a different game. This sucks.
Exactly.
Which is an interesting wrinkle. These are the rough plans. Leo, do you want to explain that concept?
Why don't you?
Okay. The plan right
I
now
want to do it.
is to have basically the roulette concept still be there, but in a slightly different form. Reiner, you tell me when I'm wrong. The idea is, look, if we're like 10 minutes into a game and it's, for some godforsaken reason, Twisted Metal Small Brawl,
I'm having
and you
fun.
think that it sucks, if we reach critical momentum in the chat, if people have crossed a threshold, we'll have some sort of indicator, we can jump to a roulette and jump to a random game. It's completely up to you what we're doing. You want Reiner to take off his shirt? Whatever you want. Let us know
I
in
will
the chat.
Greg Miller it. I will do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is that the term
I have nothing
now?
to hide.
Removing your shirt is it Greg Miller?
Yeah.
That's what we call it.
In
Yeah.
Playboy, they even refer to it as that, I think.
nice.
All these hot women are Greg Millering it all over these pages.
Oh, boy.
The Greg Miller of March. The Greg Miller of April.
I'm excited about all this, man. I'm excited for it to be live streamed. I think it's going to be cool.
I do too. Well, I'm banking on it. The future of the
You
show
guys better
depends,
like
it depends on this. There will be times, by the way, where Friday recording won't work for us, but we will have a episode for you in the very traditional fashion. But it will be available over Twitch and stuff like that, I believe.
So yeah,
right?
we can stream the pre-recorded episodes. Hopefully that doesn't come up too often. But
Yeah.
yeah, the idea is if we want to. And just in general, the philosophy is just like Replay's always been about hanging out with the community,
Yep.
hanging out with friends, hanging out with Game Informer, and so we kind of want to keep that vibe. So it might be a little bit looser. Like honestly, Reiner, let's pitch something right now. You know, if somebody's in the chat's like, hey, you know who'd really like this game that you guys are playing right now? Kim. And be like, well, if Kim's here, we can run up and get her,
Yeah,
right?
she's writing a cover story, but you know what? Come be on Replay instead.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll delay the magazine.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right. And also, if you're not into this idea, it's still going to show up in your YouTube feed as normal, as
Right.
an episode of Replay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we're going to try to, the cameras are going to be the same. There's not going to be a green screen. It's going to be the exact same setup. You're going to see different posters behind us, and
yeah.
maybe the set will be a little different just to give it a kind of new feel for the Phase 2. I call it Phase 2 because I forgot how many seasons we have.
No one
So,
knows.
Yeah.
And there's no way of knowing, unfortunately.
Also,
Right.
hot debate about calling it instant replay. I love just keeping it replay, but we know it as instant replay when it's live. It's a code name type
Exactly.
of thing. Yeah.
If you're in on it, you can call it Insta Replay.
right.
But everybody else will just be Replay.
Absolutely.
Another thing, keep an eye on Game Informer's Twitter channel
This is the exciting part.
because we've already done this once as kind of a test run. We're gonna have a poll, like which game would you like to see featured on this week's Replay, and you'll get a chance to vote on that of probably thousands of people, and we'll pick the winner and we'll play that game. And if it doesn't work, maybe the runner-up will be the game we play
got that
as the
roulette.
backup. Yep.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get the roulette's like same system, just for tech-wise. We don't have to worry about troubleshooting anything
Right.
new. But
I think all of
absolutely.
our choices will be, these are all on PlayStation 1, 2, 3.
Interesting.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Congratulations.
That's for us, and our announcement.
Yeah. That's very sweet.
I'm glad you picked that just for this, Kyle.
Yeah, I knew what I was doing.
Kyle, I'm going to fight you in this.
Okay, I'm very good.
All right, if you
I
insist.
found the go
Well,
button.
is there going to be more lore? Or should we see another level before you fight each other?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because we were in the sandbox.
I'm invested.
It's a bit of
Oh.
a sandbox game.
Colonel Maul.
Is that a Darth Maul reference?
No?
Why do we say open world sandbox? Are sandboxes that exciting?
Well, it's because we all started in sandboxes when we were babies. And remember when you were a baby and you couldn't see across to the other side of the sandbox? It was like Lake Michigan. It was just so big.
Yeah, when I was the size of an ant.
Yeah, exactly. Well, at some point we were all the size of ants, weren't we?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
even smaller.
Seriously though, it's because you can do whatever you want in a sandbox, right? You can build it anything, right?
You
That's
can
not
pee
true.
and poop and build
Yeah.
a sandcastle. Those are the three things you can do in a
but your
sandbox.
castle can look like whatever you want it to, man. It can be. Oh, I'm gonna try to go up the wall.
That's not true. If I wanted to make this loop-de-loop in a sandbox,
So, like-
it would not work.
Yeah.
In a live
Just like
episode
this.
of this, you could say like, "Stop it! Do
Yeah.
something, anything different."
This is where we would normally cut, and I would threaten to fire Kyle.
Our
Because-
you get to see that weekly ritual now.
For the record, Kyle did in fact choose a van, it looks like, from his choice
did.
here.
Yeah, no, that was
Sweet
on
Tooth is
purpose.
normally sweet, but all right.
Yeah, this is not the Sweet Tooth we know and love.
You know what's weird about this game is, and I wonder what the discussions were like, but Twisted Metal 4, I believe, had a level that was the bedroom that was shrunken down.
Yeah.
Unless lore-wise it was just a gigantic bedroom, but I don't think that's the case. And so it's weird
God's
that like,
bedroom.
I wonder if they just made that level and then they're like, what if this was the whole game? Or do you think they were just going for like the dumb kid crowd?
They're going for the kid
I think-
crowd.
I think
They're
they
trying
want-
to get a
yeah.
younger audience. They thought Sweet Tooth was a little too scary, maybe.
Yeah.
This is a product of focus testing, I'm guessing.
That clown. I mean, Sweet Tooth. That clown like hanging off the back of this truck is still pretty freaking creepy.
Oh, it is.
Well, the physics are terrifying. They're unpredictable. It's in some sort of quantum realm. Hey, you guys remember that time that Sony announced they're making a Twisted Metal TV show and no one cared?
Really? When was that?
Oh, that was going to be based off like the really mature one, right? Like
Well,
the
no, this was
serial
recently.
killers.
This was recently with
Yeah,
like the
but isn't
PlayStation
that-
Productions thing.
Oh, that really. After they did that one show that no one watched, they
Powers.
Powers. Did
Yeah.
you watch that show, Leo? Did I insult you just now?
Yes,
I'm
dude.
sorry. I do like what's his,
Hashtag Powers Season 2.
Yeah, easy with that.
and the movie.
But no, it was weird. Like, early this year, they started announcing, like, hey, we're
this
starting up
year?
the PlayStation Productions film
Right.
and TV thing, and we're kicking it off with a Twisted Metal TV show in production. And I feel like it made half a day of news, but I'm excited for it. I love Twisted Metal, man. I think it could be cool.
I don't know. I thought the whole thing was it was going to be like super mature serial killer, like based on the newer versions.
Like black
Yeah.
lore.
I
That'd
mean,
be cool.
It's always been pretty dark, right? Like it's always been a sort
Well,
of violent, dark
it
story.
was like you're
right?
making a deal with the devil kind of thing,
Okay.
right? Like he'll
Right.
give you a wish at the end of it all. So
Right.
I like that whole concept. That'll be neat for TV.
Yeah.
I want to go over there.
But just like, tapping into Battle Royale and like making that, but a car-based version of that show. Like, has anybody made a Battle Royale TV show since the craze hit?
Yeah,
It's
just
weird, right?
Just like 8,000 movies, I guess.
Yeah.
Who was gonna play Sweet Tooth?
David Jaffe.
Yeah, what's he doing? He's not doing anything.
On
He's just
stilts.
tweeting a lot.
Stills.
Yeah, who would be a good sweet tooth? Or the man suspended between two wheels.
Axel. Give him his due.
Sorry.
So Axel should be
I killed Axel already, guys.
Rose.
Ving Rhames.
Fingers.
Okay.
Seems like that's the type. And then Sweet Tooth.
Phil Hader.
Bill Hader is a great
Yeah.
pull.
He might be a little
Absolutely.
busy.
No, I mean he can abandon Barry for this show.
Canceled.
My new passion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
canceled.
It's
I
only
got my dream role.
You can serve some berry ice cream in the ice cream truck. Come on over here.
Wait,
It's
who
his
do you-
agent.
Who do you think Barry?
I don't know.
Hanson hasn't watched Barry. He doesn't know what the show is about. He thinks it's a man who sells ice cream. I guess.
No, Sweet Tooth, you dingus.
So
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit about this game real quick. I'm looking through the manual. So we're playing as Sweet Tooth. There's also Agent Stone, Mr. Grimm, who's a classic,
Since
Classic.
two.
Mortimer,
Mortimer.
Vinny and Bruce, who just look like these awful children.
Oh, but hang on. You should describe the car. Or is it only... Okay, so they're in
Thumper
Thumper.
Lowrider.
Yeah, Thumper's
okay.
the classic.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Officer Roberts, which is Outlaw.
Of course.
Warthog.
Yep.
Is that
Twister.
So that's pre-Halo, right? Warthog, or is that? I mean, well, obviously it's pre-Halo.
It was
We're currently playing.
It was
pre-Halo.
pre-Lion King. I think they invented warthogs.
Oh,
PLK is what we call it now on the calendar.
It was
Slam.
pre my groin.
All right. Spectre, Hammerhead, Billy Calypso, who is
Billy
a non-playable character. That is the kid we saw at the beginning.
Oh, so it
That
wasn't
looks like Sid.
Calypso.
Yeah, that was Sid, basically. That is the evil...
Calypso's the one that grants the wishes, right?
Unless it's 4, which I believe he's in the competition in 4.
Oh, weird.
Oh,
Oh, there he is, right there. Hello.
and then they tease as a secret character Twister,
Oh, but okay, so she was unlockable. Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
Remember at the end of Twisted Metal 2 when she went back in time and then got eaten by a dinosaur? I believe is what happens to Twister because they wanted to go back in time and then they got their evil wish. They're always so much fun. God, was it during Extra Life? Or no, it was some replay we did where the second segment we watched all those final cutscenes from Twisted Metal 1.
That's
where it was like
right.
a video.
Oh,
that
they
was
were
so much
they were
fun.
cut. They like
In the first game, it just had text.
Yeah.
But originally, they shot these unbelievably bad endings for everybody.
Oh, so there was a reason they were cut.
Well, I mean, look, it's cheesy and bad, but that's Twisted Metal. Like,
Well,
that's
that
what we
was
want.
like everything back then, too. It would have fit right in.
It's
Yeah.
just it's crazy to me that they would have shot things and not put it in the final game.
Yeah.
Like, at this era, it's like it seemed like anything went.
Right.
You're on fire, bud.
Nice.
Congratulations.
That was actually the goal. The sub goal of the mission was to get on fire.
Okay,
God,
did you
that
guys want
screen
to
sucks.
show off some multiplayer?
Yeah,
Hell
I gotta see if I can.
Can we get some steaks, Leo?
Yeah. I'll order 'em
medium
right now.
well.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's part of the new season, or the new phase is steak dinners every Friday night.
For everybody who watches.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
But this is a good opportunity to get some feedback, I think,
Yeah.
before we
Let
kick this
us-
sucker off. So
keep
leave
an
a
open
comment.
mind. There's going to be growing pains and false starts, but also probably some pretty awesome discoveries along the way. I think I'm pretty damn excited about this. It's something we've talked about here for, I kid you not, years.
Yeah.
I remember those discussions.
There's going to be technical difficulties. We run into those often with replay, but hopefully we work some of those out before we even start. And, we'll see.
It'll
We'll
be
see
nice
what
to-
happens.
It'll be nice because we'll always have we could have just a backup emergency thing just on the PC ready to go or something
Yep.
if it's like we're trying to play some 3DO game and it does not work. Things like that.
There you go, Hanson.
Did you take Crimson Fury?
Well, I went for the van again. It
Oh,
seems like I
Twister's
should.
unlocked right away.
That is weird, isn't it?
The titular twister.
I appreciate you, Leo.
Mr. Grimm.
I love Hammerhead. In the first game, is always Crimson Fury and Hammerhead were
Hanson,
my go-tos.
do you know how to select a character?
I'm thinking. I'm going Crimson Fury. Because Crimson Fury did not get his due. Like, he's not in many of the games.
Is Crimson Fury the name of a game? It seems familiar, right?
Seems like a
Crimson
From
Heads.
Software game. Crimson Fury. Leo, could you look that up?
So
Absolutely.
could you make that game?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got.
Oh,
why
cool.
did you pick the same damn character? We're trying to show off variety.
Because I'm Mr. Van. I have to.
I'm Mr. Van.
I set that
I
standard
want
early.
you because I'm Mr. Van.
Oh, are we writing songs on replay now? That's lovely.
Crimson Fury was a flight of BTL Y-wing starfighters attached to Red Hand Squadron. It's from Wikipedia. Otherwise, Crimson Fury is a guild in World of Warcraft.
Ah.
Okay. Where are you? Oh,
Hey,
you went for the lava.
Kyle, are my fingers deceiving me? Is triangle go?
Square is go.
Oh, we have different goes. Apparently triangles also go, which
What
is very
is
odd.
happening? Why is the screen?
I love the idea of having Twisted Metal on a mini golf course. That's such a fun concept
Yeah.
because that's like instant variety. You're not able to tell what object you're looking at because of the polygons, but still variety in theory.
Did I get you? Yes. I got
Alright.
you, I think.
Question is, Kyle, did I get you?
Oh,
No. You definitely
Hanson
did.
with the errant rocket.
I remember in the first one, whenever you use Crimson Fury special, it goes dun, which is so good, like the opening of the Bond theme.
Oh,
And
really?
I'm gonna see if it does it here too.
I want to see if
yeah.
you guys can trigger a level like special thing.
A Levolution?
Yes.
Evolution, yeah.
Maybe dunk yourself in a hole.
Well, I went
Dunk
out of
machine.
what's
Oh,
it?
Guess I
there's
didn't
a
do
hole.
anything.
Here, like I'll do it again. I went up
There's an
into the
arrow.
volcano, and stuff happened.
Oh, that's a cool weapon.
I guess only
So I got
Sweet Tooth can
launched
go
out
up
of
there.
the volcano. That's fun. Now I'm on fire.
Hanson crashed
Yeah,
trying to
I'm-
go up there.
Look at this face in the bushes. What is happening over
Whoa,
there?
that's
Oh.
spooky, scary.
It's a little Easter egg for fans of freaky stuff.
It's Dave Jaffe.
Is this good, Hanson? Compared to like the Twisted Metal that you know and love? I've never
No.
been a big Twisted Metal guy.
Twisted
Oh,
Metal
really?
2 was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And Black is
Is
that
really
was
good.
honestly that was like the God of War 2018 of its time. Like having
Twisted
like
Metal
this
Black.
weird reboot just to connect it to Jaffe fully, you know, like it
Sure.
doesn't get enough credit. Like that was
Game of the year.
bold and solid and probably what 2001? That was probably in
that
contention.
it was not as
Wow.
big of a deal just because Twisted Metal wasn't like considered one of the greatest franchises of all time like God of
Yeah.
War is. So God of War reinventing itself was, and it did it more so. I think God of War was more of a dramatic shift.
I didn't realize Black was such a departure. I thought it was pretty much
Oh, Black is wild.
like
It's
a
super dark.
standard Twisted Metal,
Well, look,
but with better graphics.
This
you
is
know?
the last Twisted Metal that came out before Black, if I remember correctly, you know? So it's insane that they go from this to like this truly messed up story. Like Dollface's lore was all dark. Like
Yeah.
it was a crazy dark tale. And also it was like going from this to the end credits theme, I remember was like Rolling Stones Paint It Black.
Oh,
It was like
really?
it was just a cool, distinct vibe back in the day for sure.
Do you think we'll ever see another one?
I hope so. I seriously, I love battle royales, and I think it's crazy that PlayStation hasn't cashed in on a franchise that is already a battle royale in its lore and everything.
What would a car battle royale be that's good? 100 cars just smashing into each
Yeah.
other like Demolition Derby on PS1
Yeah,
with
like a
rockets
in a
and
huge world. That'd be awesome.
They have I have played a car battle royale on Steam. I forget
Yeah,
the name of
I
it.
did one, but it was only 8 cars.
that's just a racing game. That
well,
was Forza.
it was a huge world, and I was like, this isn't
alright.
really working.
Speaking of not working, Kyle, have we
this-
killed each other
no,
yet?
your health's pretty low. You're getting there. I don't know where I'm at.
Oh,
Take that, Crimson Fury.
I don't know who to hate more, Rico or Bum.
So
And
again,
that's the kind of stuff we can't cut out anymore.
that's right. So again, I would say be excited because I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah, it'll bring a new energy. I think it'll like liven up editors too in a way, right?
We'll be holding our breaths for you guys, so don't stress it. I think it's going to be a good show. The same people will be returning, but you'll even, as Hanson alluded to a little bit, maybe more people involved in each episode if we go a little longer, or if the topics change and we start seeing other things, we can audible
Yeah.
on the fly and
Just more fluid and fun.
More of a hangout sesh.
yeah, more of a hangout session and lots of interaction at times. I think that's going to be really neat, and hopefully we can grow something that's pretty special. So again, this is a really short episode, but we used it as kind of a vehicle.
It's a small bit of a vehicle.
Yeah, to usher in what's next and to give Leo more time to prep what we're working on. So we'll see you again next week. Oh, by the way, Leo, what time?
Oh God, 2:00 Central, 2:00 p.m. Central.
Hell yeah.
So next Friday, 2:00 p.m. Central. If you tune in at 8 p.m., it will still be on YouTube as a archived video. So you'll be able to check it out, just not be able to interact with us live. So please tune in. Let your friends and family know, especially, parents that have never watched the show before.
Grandparents?
Bring them in.
Yeah.
Get them
Now's
into
the
the
time.
fold. We'll talk to them. It'll blow their minds.
Obviously
They're in a
explain to them.
show.
Obviously explain to them all the lore that we did last season.
Yeah.
Go find that
there's
recap video.
A lot of Ben Reeves's I Was Possessed. There's all sorts of cool stuff. But thanks again for all of your support. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the Game Informer show,
that's
which Ben
sweet.
Hanson's on.
Oh, I destroyed myself.
All those crazy videos that Kyle does, like 6 stunts.
Yeah, we're due for one of those. I gotta do another
Absolutely.
one soon. Yeah.
And we'll be back in just 7 days. We'll see you then. Thanks, everyone. Bye.